So we're in the car, the gear's all with me, so only means one thing: time to fish. I'll catch you when I get to the bank. Well, I'm now at the lake, now that snow's cleared up, the sun's out. It's still a bit cold though, temperature's dropped a little bit since I got here, so they're forecasting it could drop down to -5, -6 tonight, so but, I'm going to stick it out, see what happens. I'm just honing my watercraft skills at the moment. I'm having a walk around the lake and having a look around. I have seen a couple of fish move in one area, but I'm not going to commit to that straight away. Obviously I want to have a look and see what's about, so I'll probably sit back for 30 minutes to an hour and have a good look. We've got a good view of the lake from here. Obviously I can't say where I'm fishing because I'm on the syndicate, but I'll do my little video, but obviously I won't name the venue, that's prohibited. To those that know, and that's all I can say. So I'm going to have a walk about, see if I can find anything else. I'm not just going to go off what I've seen so far, because even though I've seen a couple of fish, it doesn't mean that they're all stuck in one area. So I'll have a look about and see what else is about. I might even spend a couple of hours just sitting back and looking in different pegs. So I'll catch up with you guys in a bit when we're all set up, because all the gear's still in the car. I haven't touched anything yet. I have just seen something move there, but I don't know whether it's a bird. No, it could be a fish. Anyway, I'm going to crack on and I'll catch you guys in a bit. Well, finally set up. Where I saw them fish earlier, that is where I've ended up fishing, because I'd spent a good couple of hours. It took longer than anticipated to get sorted and set up. A good couple of hours before I even put a rod in the water. I don't like just to turn up to a lake and just plonk the rods in, you know, set the house up. Got the bivvy up first, took my time getting the rods out, and especially this time of year, I'd rather be on fish than just fish for comfort, because it is cold this time of year still. So we're not quite in spring yet, even though everybody keeps telling us we are. We're not quite there yet, and the temperature is going to drop tonight. So I've found some fish, I'm on them, so that's the main thing. Just had a nice hot brew and a cheese toasty with this big gorgeous lump of cheese. Look at this for a slab of cheese. Look at that beast. That's what you call a block of cheese. Don't worry, I'm not going to eat it all while I'm on the bank. I'm only doing an overnighter, and yeah, I'll be taking most of that home. Yeah, so this time of year, you not only want to be warm and comfortable, you also want to be on fish and have a chance of catching. So that's what I've done, and yeah, there's still a few fish milling about. Let me just spin this round and show you my swim for the next 24 hours. Rods are out, and there's the swim. I will get out in a bit before daylight drops and give you a better view. At the minute, I'm just going to get the kettle on and have another brew before I get myself outside, because I've just finally got finished and sorted. Nothing to report yet, no bleeps or nothing, but the rods haven't really been out that long, so you know, it's just a case of sit on your hands now. There are a couple of fish I've seen still moving about just after I put the rods out, so that's encouraging. And I have spotted a couple of fish moving in close in, so they're probably making most of this sunshine in the margin, but they have pushed back out again, so they are moving about, which is a good sign. So hopefully, at the moment as well, it's warmed up. The temperature did drop after I got here before, I think I said earlier, but yeah, it's warmed up now. It's come up a couple of degrees, a lot warmer. So anyway, that's enough of me waffling. I'm going to get another brew, and then I'll give you a look at my spots in a little while. I shall catch up with you in a bit. Well, I'll catch up with you if I have a fish before that. So if you're out there, tight lines, good luck, and I'll catch you soon. So we are out in the swim. And, just made another brew. While it's brewing, I'm going to give you a quick view of my swim for the night. Well, we've still got some daylight. I think the nights are getting a little bit longer now, or days are getting a little bit longer now anyway, so let's spin this. So then, I have 2 rods, so that's the rule. And I am fishing out towards that buoy there, about 2 rod lengths back off the bank. And then I am fishing just out in between those 2 little trees in front of the pine. I don't know whether you can see that. They're not, sorry, not the pine tree, the fir tree. So just out in front of that, where are we? It's different on camera. Just out there in between those 2 little trees in front of it. So I've picked that area. I've seen fish moving in and out of there. I'm probably about 3 rod lengths out, 3 rod lengths back off far bank there, where I've seen the fish show. And I've chose, it's a good one. I've chose it obviously because I've seen the fish there, but also tonight, those 2 trees there will give me perfect silhouette to aim for and to get it back out to that spot. I have clipped up. Right, gotta go, got a fish on. So, silly me, while I was out filming the swim for you, as I was talking, I noticed my rod tip going, and I thought, strange, looked down at the bobbin, it was tight up. I'd got a fish on. I might have known a little bit earlier. I don't know, I forgot to turn that particular alarm on. I might have got a bit more indication instead of only realising when I was out doing the video. So that fish is still on, but it's managed to snag me up. So for now I've just put the rod back down just to see if it'll move itself back out. Hopefully it will. And now the alarm's got on, I'll get some indication when it does come out. I don't like to pull for breaks. The last thing I want is I know all my setups are safe, fish safe, but I still don't like to think of a fish swimming around with a rig in its mouth, regardless of whether it drops out or not. I'd rather know that it's out myself. So anyway, we're fingers crossed that'll come back out and I'll have a fish to show you, so I'll catch you in a bit. Well, how about that? That little bit of patience and putting the rod back down. Lifted the rod just to give it a little check and it was still snagged up. And been in this situation before, so I thought I'd try a little trick that I've tried before and it worked. And I'm happy to say, if I just turn the camera and we look down here, we've got a little sulky one in the net. Nice little common. Happy days. So that's a good start. The water is absolutely freezing, but that is a result and I'm happy with that, and let's hope that that's one of a few more to cut and a few more to come. So catch you in a bit. So here we go then, first one of the year for the camera. Let's just get her up slowly. Ooh. Flapping about a bit, I'll just let her settle. Whew. There you are, and she is freezing cold, absolutely freezing cold. Okay, settle down, beaut. I don't think she's happy. She's very lively though. Very, very lively. No, still not ready. We'll get there in a minute. Starting to settle a little bit now. Right there we go, only a little one, but they are all very welcome at this time of year, especially this cold weather. And there we go. That's the prize for being persevering with the watercraft when I got here. So I'm happy with that. I'm not going to keep it out. I'm not going to keep her out or him. I'm going to get it straight back, and I'll catch you to it. It's nice to know that they're out there and they're catchable. So nothing else to report yet. I don't know why I'm shouting, because I've got this little microphone on. I'm trying out to see what it's like, and doing its job. Nothing to report since that first fish. I've just got the kettle back on. Have a nice hot brew. The sun's still shining at the minute. It's still cold though. Don't know how long this daylight's going to last, but I don't even know what time it is, to be fair. I've lost track of time. It is, if my watch isn't playing up again, 4:45, so can't be far off dropping down. Mind you, the clocks go forward in a couple of weeks, so spring is on its way. No more action yet. I have some fish still moving about though, so that is a good sign. And what I'm going to try and do with these videos when I do, it's just going to be raw footage, and it's going to be, there's going to be no, how shall I put it, because I don't want to swear. It's going to be real. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be real fishing. If I blank, I blank. It'll still be, it'll still be real. I'm not into this fishing with the cameras and stuff. I just like to keep little video vlogs for myself. Something to look back on in the future. Something to look back on, like, hopefully captures when I'm blanking, something to just give me that confidence to keep driving on. Like I said this morning when I got here, I wasn't rushing to put the rods out. There's no point. This time of year, it's still cold. We're still coming out of winter. We're not quite into spring. And when you go, for me, it's not all about catching, but it's always nice to catch when you're out. And if you can put the percentages in your favour, get on fish and get in the right spots, or find fish and get on the right spots, you've got a good chance. So remember, next time you're out there, don't rush out the car to get the nearest swim. I know sometimes it is hard, because obviously some of the banks are quite busy. If that's the case, still do your walk around, have a look, see if you can spot a few fish. If the lake is too busy, get yourself up a quiet corner, because a lot of lakes respond, to pressure. And if the lake's being heavily pressured, they will move up a quiet corner. I've found that a lot of times when I've fished waters in the past and I've struggled to find anything, I've always found a quiet corner. The other thing is as well, that fish did take me into a snag earlier. Obviously, I'd forgot to flick the alarm on, so I didn't realise I'd had the bite. It's only when I come out and I saw the rod tip banging that I got a fish on. Lifted the rod up, it was snagged. I thought, what am I going to do? Then I thought, hang on a minute. I've been in this situation before and managed to get out with it. A little trick I've learnt myself. I wouldn't say it possibly is an edge, but I'm going to share it with you folks, because the last thing I want to see is people snapping off because they're snagged. So basically, all you do when you get snagged, point your rod tip at the snag where it's snagged. Just give it a couple of little gentle pulls. Don't pull and pull and pull until the line gives way and snaps. Just little strokes, backwards and forwards, and you'll find that the fish will actually, it'll move the fish out. That's exactly what happened there. and I got it out, and it was in the net. You see, proof's in the pudding. Like I said, I'm keeping it real. I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, I've got a new edge." You know, if I can find little things that helps my fishing, and I can put it out and help your fishing as well, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. This is real. This is no, all bells, singing and dancing, bells and whistles. This is about me being out on the bank fishing. Nothing more, nothing less. Something I enjoy. Don't get out as much as I'd like to, but when I do, I like to enjoy it. So anyway, that's a little tip for you. Next time you're out on the bank, if you get snagged up, just give it a little go. Or, like I say, you can just drop the rod back on your buzz bars and wait for the fish just to make its way out. But I have found that does work, and that's 3 times now I've done that and it's worked. So I'm happy. Fish in the net, fish landed, no damage to the fish. Fish was nice. It was up right in the bottom lip. What it got snagged on, I don't know. I'm never going to know unless I get, I get a snorkel and swim under the water and see what's going on. But that's a little tip for you. So try it. It may help you fishing. It may not. You don't know. But if it'll help you, not tether a fish around a snag or lose a fish, give it a go. If it helps, it helps. Let me know if it does help you. I'd be happy to know. I thought I'd just, it was just lucky, but 3 times now I've done it and 3 times it's worked. So happy days. Anyway, that's enough of me waffling on. I've got my brew brewing. I'm going to get that drunk, and I will catch up with you if anything else happens. So I'll catch you in a bit. And if you are out there, I hope that you're having an enjoyable session wherever you are, and tight lines and wet nets. Well, just a quick update before I turn in for the night. I'm in the bag now. Both hot water bottles in here, lovely and toasty, because it's starting to freeze over outside. The water's still running, so there's still a chance. If it had started freezing, I would have just put the rods in and got to sleep for the night. But as it is, there's still the water's not frozen over, so fingers crossed it won't get that cold. Yeah, there's a light frost coming down now on the ground outside, but nothing major at the minute. It's meant to drop down to, I think it's -5 or 6 tonight, so they're saying now, but we shall see. It's around, I think it was about 10:30 now, and I just thought I'd give a quick update before I turn in for the night. Nothing to report apart from that one we had earlier. Oh, sorry, not we, I had earlier. So fingers crossed for through the night, and if I have anything, I shall see you soon. If not, we'll do an update tomorrow before I pack up and go home. So if you're out there, stay safe and enjoy it. Tight lines. I'll catch you later. Morning. Uneventful night. Well, I had about 3 or 4 bleeps for the night, but I can understand why now, because we've woken up to this. Frozen solid. So I think it's time to crack a bit of ice and get the rods out, because I think it's going to be a while before that sun gets round here. So I think this is safe to say this is session over. Oh, as you can hear, I'm going to have to try and break that to get the rods out. So safe to say that's session over, I think, and I'm going to have fun trying to get the rods out. So anyway, until the next time, tight lines folks, I'll see you soon.